Does anyone here identify as being perfect? Identity is such a big thing in our culture today. How do you identify? Well, Jesus is going to give us a mind-blowing identification right here in our text. We are in Matthew chapter 5, the last verse in the whole chapter, verse 48. So he's been telling us all of these things of how he would like us to live, how God's heart is, and he's showing us how to be loving even to our enemies. And now the whole thing ends right here where he says, "Therefore you shall be perfect, just as your Father in heaven is perfect." So this is a hard verse to really dig into. It's like, what? Perfect? I can't be perfect. But here's the thing with it. There's a couple things. First, the word for perfect, it's the same basic word used when Jesus died on the cross in John chapter 19. The last words he said was, "It is finished." Quite literally, paid in full. There he was using a verb. It was an action. This is the action I'm doing. In our section here, perfect is the same basic word but used in its adjective form. He is describing how you're going to look. And check this out. He says first, "Therefore you shall be." This is in future tense. This is in the future. This is how you're going to look. You're going to look perfect or truly complete or finished. Just as your Father in heaven is present tense, is already perfect or already finished, complete. You and I are going to be, this is God giving us our identity here. He's saying you will be finished and perfect. Why? Because of what Christ did on the cross, not because of what you and I did. We will be in the future complete, fully finished, just like God the Father is. And here are all of the steps as we start going through and God starts perfecting us. We're going to look more and more and more like all of chapter 5 with the Beatitudes, with the different love your enemy. You're going to look more and more like that. So even as we're here on earth as Christians, he is perfecting, he is completing this work in our lives until one day we're going to be birthed into heaven where we're going to be completed, fully finished, perfect before the Father in heaven. So keep looking to God. Keep asking God, please keep working in my life. Keep perfecting me. Don't just be sitting back in your lounge chair saying, "Oh, in the future I'll be perfect, so I don't need to do nothing now." No, keep actively working. Keep actively seeking. Keep actively in your word. Keep actively crying out to God, "Please, please, Father, perfect me even today a little bit more like you." I sure love you guys.